Carroll with Team TLC, Mihara and Associates, and today we're going to be covering a topic that we get asked often because most people don't sell a house too often, and that is, what does it cost me to sell my house? What are my closing costs? So in Florida, there are several traditional closing costs that fall upon the seller to pay, and those are just a few. There's title insurance, doc stamps, the real estate commission if there is one, and if there's an HOA, you have an HOA estoppel fee, and then if you do have an FHA or VA contract, there are a few small fees that the seller has to pay on the buyer's behalf. So what do those cost? How much are they? So let's talk about that just for a minute. Most of them are calculations based on the sales price. So the doc stamps are calculated on the deed, and they are 70 cents per $100. So to calculate that, you would just take your sales price divided by 100 times 0.7. Usually if the home is priced around $200,000, you're probably looking at a couple $1,000s in that price range. So the title insurance is the same thing. There is a promulgated rate in Florida that the title insurance companies all will charge. That amount is a calculation and it stays the same. Then they will add on a closing fee and a search fee and different things like that. For the seller, it could range from $300 to $600. It varies from title company to title company, and that can be negotiated with the title company. You have the real estate commission if you have a realtor involved. And of course, there is no standard real estate commission. A lot of times you will see a 6% real estate commission. That commission is also split between the selling agent and the buyer's agent. So when you list with a realtor, your property is exposed in the MLS, and every realtor that's in the MLS can see how much money they'll make when they sell your home. So they're highly motivated to sell your home. Then you have the HOA estoppel fee, which is usually about $250 per HOA. So if you have several different HOAs, for example, some homes have a blanket HOA for the community, and then their small section may have a separate HOA. Each HOA will charge approximately $250 to the title company, which is then passed on to you as the homeowner. And the title company is just basically going to get information from the HOA that will say that you are on time with your payments and you don't have any violations with the HOA that need to be cleared up. That is about it, besides the fact if you have a VA or FHA buyer, usually the seller will be obligated to pay approximately $150 to $250 of the buyer's expenses because they're not allowed to be paid by the buyer. All these things are calculated and written up based on the sales price. So when you list your home, you will have an estimated net sheet which will show you what the expenses are and what your profit would be at the time of closing. And then with every offer that comes in, you also have a net sheet done, so you can see with this offer, this is exactly what I would make. The only thing I didn't address that also plays into your net is the taxes and the HOA and the CDD, if there is one. They are prorated based on the date of closing. So those are handled by the title company, and basically whatever date you're closing, if you've paid something in advance, you would get reimbursed by the buyer. Or if you've paid something in arrears, then sometimes the buyer you're reimbursing. Those things are all prorated based on the date of closing. One other thing that happens in a few communities here and there is called a one-time capital contribution fee, and that is a fee that the HOA charges every time the home is sold. In some communities, it's about 0.5% of the sales price, so some of them it can be up in the $1,500 to $2,000 range. So it can be quite expensive, but it's something that you're aware of when you buy the property. So that's the basics of what a seller pays when they sell a home in Florida. If you would like more information, please feel free to reach out to us here at TampaTeamTLC.com. Tim and Lisa Carroll, Mihara and Associates. Thanks for watching.